We talk a lot about innovation, but most people only see it through press releases and keynote stages. That's why I'm in Shenzhen. YouTube is where I talk it all out, and the automated is where I think it through. I'm here to meet Laurent Le Pen, fresh off CES, where he just debuted his latest product, Moneypenny. CES is where ideas get announced. Shenzhen is where they actually get built. And that contrast matters. This city isn't just a manufacturing hub anymore. It's a live experiment in what happens when hardware, software, capital, and speed all collide. If you want to understand where consumer tech, robotics, and AI-enabled devices are going next, you don't start in Silicon Valley. You start here. So today's conversation is about Laurent's product, but it's also about why Shenzhen keeps producing people like Laurent in the first place, the history of Shenzhen and where it might go in the future, and a little teaser and a little surprise at the very end. So stay tuned, watch the entire episode, and let me know what you think. Welcome to a special episode of the Download Show. Usually I don't do this. Usually it's over online and on Riverside, but today, as part of 2026, I'm going to start doing a show on location as well. So today, it's a very special episode. We're here in Shenzhen with my friend Laurent, and we're going to talk about what it's like building a business here in Shenzhen, in China, building this new product, OSAC Moneypenny, as well as just his general impressions of CES, which he just attended in Las Vegas. So we're going to talk about the future, but with a Chinese view, hardware view. So let's get into it. So welcome to the show. Thank you for being here. So where are we exactly? We are in Shenzhen in Robo Valley.
Yeah, Robo Valley, that's a new name, but we are in a sub-district of Nanshan called Xi. And we are in the, just nearby, as I could show you just a bit earlier, the headquarters of DJI. We have multiple companies, and they call it now the Robot Valley because there are plenty of new startups. UbiTech is just there as well, like 5 minutes walking distance from the office. And there are many others around, amazing time for hardware, AI hardware, and robotics.
Right. Okay. So it's known for that. DJI is here. Insta360 is here. But this whole area is also kind of very high tech, right? You were saying there was like a science park close. So I would assume that's kind of like small startups. And then when they kind of become scale ups, become a little bit larger, they come over here.
Yeah, it's like government of the planet, solo startups everywhere, but the original high-tech park is like a few kilometers from here. Amazing place. That's where actually we were. And the fun fact is that we had an office next to the former DJI headquarters. So I don't know which.
Yeah, that's right. Maybe at one point they'll follow you.
Some says they follow us, but actually, yes, they built that and we said, okay, that's a good area. So you're just going a bit further west, and after you have a new area called Tianbai,
right,
where you have also amazing companies, a lot of cooperation between Hong Kong and Shenzhen.
Then what? I've been there. There's a science park, Hong Kong Science Park center or something.
Yeah, like EM is a famous one.
I see. But I thought China's, you were saying it's quiet. It's good for living.
Yeah. It's a nice area. Yeah. It took time to develop.
I see.
But no, super nice. I was a bit skeptical, like 10 years ago when I've seen the construction, because it's very messy for 10 years. The time they grow, they say, okay, with it's like dust everywhere, buildings are under construction. But now it's kind of finished.
Right.
Twice amazing. I love these places. And in between, you have a very old place called Nantou.
Okay.
That they rebuilt. And it's my new highlight place. Like for anyone visiting, I say, just go to Nantou. It's so beautiful. Old street.
Right.
And kind of, many shops and restaurants, super cool.
Actually, I stand corrected. You live in Zhuhai,
Yes.
which you said is very quiet residential.
Oh, yes.
And then there's the Shanghai, which is now the new development hub.
Yeah. So,
And then Tencent has its own
mhm.
new kind of megaplex island, right?
Yeah, the new headquarters. I think that it will open this year. I think
Okay.
in June.
Okay.
They will move 50,000 people on an artificial island.
They're in Mounshan right now.
They are already mentioned in the software high-tech park.
Right,
They
yes.
have multiple.
Yes, I've seen that.
They have like, I think the biggest tower when I arrived 18 years ago was ZTD, the high-tech park. After, at the same time, they were building this Tencent tower, who became like super big. And after they move another headquarters to a big, whatever, bigger or not, Alibaba and so on as well, software park.
Right.
It's just over there. And now they just decided that, okay, let's have artificial islands with people, all engineers, R&D in Shanghai.
I see.
And that's in the basically in the delta, the river between, Guangzhou, you have Zhongshan, Zhuhai, Macau.
Right.
And then you have like Shanghai, Shenzhen, Shanghai, and then up to go to Hong Kong.
I see.
So it's a very strategic place.
I see.
And
good feng shui.
yeah, and also I believe there will be a link between Shanghai and Hong Kong.
Some sort of,
I think ferry,
ferry.
Yeah, like a ferry. They won't build another. There are already like so many bridges.
Yeah, that's right.
Now there is one in Zhongshan. So that makes going like faster, just 1 hour
from Shenzhen.
From mid-July like to here, it would take like exactly an hour, door to door. So that's before was like 3 hours.
Okay.
So that's a game changer.
Right.
And they have this, of course, this Hong Kong, Zhuhai, Macau bridge.
Yes, yeah.
I take now to go to the airport.
Yeah.
This is like 42 kilometers.
Right.
And the other one is 21. So one is a marathon. And that one is a semi. I believe they planned it this way. Yeah. For sure there would be a marathon and a semi-marathon someday.
But would that not be entirely for Tencent, or it's a big block, right? My friend said he wants to get an office there, so I assume it's also.
Yeah, probably there will be other offices nearby. There will be a lot of side businesses like a restaurant and coffees. A lot of facilities, but already in China you have a lot. We have a lot of this kind of modes. You have many new headquarters of tech companies also moving there. So some subsidies to move there, but it's super nice.
So that's very new. That's what I was going to ask. Like, so these different kind of areas we're talking about in Shanghai, we're talking about Zhuhai, talking about Nanshan, Futian. How does this usually kind of work for the audience? Like, do they give subsidies, and that's why the companies go?
China is very well managed by cities, by industries. This is hard to for people. Once you understand that, even at a country level, like there are cities dedicated to some industries. And for us, it's like 10 years ago when they came with that name, like Greater Bay Area, to copy the idea of the Bay Area in California. That really makes sense because it's all about the high tech.
Right.
So we have 10 cities. I think it's 11 cities in this Greater Bay Area scheme.
Yeah.
Hong Kong, even Macau is into. So it's really like this bay.
Right.
This is a great hotel. Even Huizhou, it goes through Huizhou, which is further east, and it's you have like factories. You have everything, basically, from design to engineering to production. You have literally everything. So that makes the real kind of Silicon Valley and hardware Silicon Valley, but actually the real Silicon Valley, because it's not only about hardware, because no software can be built anywhere.
Right.
AI with engineering, it doesn't matter. You can have like with kids designing software from anywhere in the world. And but the hardware is out to have like all this. So to have all this ecosystem, and in this 100 kilometers radius, you have literally everything to do the product.
Right. Now, and then how do these individual districts or cities, do they give an incentive?
That.
How does that?
Then at those, micro scale, then to go back to zoom on the Shenzhen, you have, Futian is more like financial district.
Okay.
They will also kind of fight, to get like the best startup, but the real estate is super high.
I see.
Is where there is Coco Park, all these, places. Logo is more like, it's an older,
it's
one
an
of the original one, but it's further east, basically. After further, you have like a Ganesha and Longwan, all this, the east side.
Yes.
So every Nanshan is my favorite place, Nanshan, because it's really the nuclear part of the core of the high tech. So you will find all the, from DJI, from Huawei, Tencent, everyone have a office at R&D. So deep R&D would be really Nanshan. Node Shanghai is taking in between like this financial, and then they will give also more support because
I say,
real estate went like boom, like similar to Hong Kong way. So it follows the path of Hong Kong in a dramatic way because it's also getting super expensive now. But we're still, it's similar to Hong Kong actually, Science Park, Cyberport.
I see.
But after Central is Central. The Central will always remain Central.
Right. So it's more of a natural flow. Like the finance companies go, so all the finance companies go. DJI comes in Nanshan, so everybody kind of gravitates towards that.
Yes, you can see it this way. And also,
there's not really subsidies.
When I moved 18, you have like some support, of course, like DJI got a super nice deal to build this here. I think it would be very hard to build it in, in Futian, or Futian is more financial. That's where there is this, the tallest building of Shenzhen is Kingang, the insurance company. That's a crazy 500.
That's where the Ritz comes in.
Yes, that's also all the, there's Ritz, all these nice hotels, but 18 years ago when I moved to Shenzhen, I still remember the high-tech park, we had a factory in the high-tech park.
Oh, wow.
Today it would be, it's impossible to even imagine to have like a factory. The real estate is way too expensive. Just having like a mobile phone factory in Central, or in one side. Oh yeah, let's have like a giant building, to build a mobile phone in one side.
But what's interesting to that point, right? So back then it couldn't happen. Now I assume everything's moved to Dongguan, but it's also to that point, 18 years ago, they didn't have the connectivity, they didn't have the highways, they didn't have the rail system that they now have. And that has allowed, more commerce to happen and to decentralize to some degree.
Well, everything is well planned. So the same when I arrived like almost 20 years ago, only one metro line. Now I think there are 10.
There's 11.
Yeah.
The 13. Yeah. I took the 13 coming.
The infrastructure level is just insane. Like how it has been, the buildings, there are many areas, just like here actually, many. So we can feel it. It's sad for people who were, but it's a very young city. It's 45 years old city.
Right.
It's barely older than me. So I really follow this city, but in every year, if you stay about a year, you will, for sure, you will see something like, oh, I've seen the ground level of that building. And you come back 5 years later, you say, oh my God, that's so many different buildings and different things. So the pace here is just incredible.
And you've been here 20 years and you came from France, actually, just to introduce. You came from France, seeing this, and you saw all the change. Do you think, and so the vision is this greater Bay Area, 11 cities coming together. Do you see that rate of change decreasing? Or do you really see better integration? Right, better, that's really, I guess, what it is, right? Better integration, better transport across. So that rate of change shouldn't slow down.
Yeah, no, we got at this horrible time of COVID time. So this, everyone wants to forget this time, let's say worldwide, but except that every year, it's a city where every year it's getting better.
Right.
Every year you see improvement of, the air quality, Weather is the same. Basically, it's very warm when it rains in Hong Kong. It must actually rain. I'm a big fan of the Greater Bay Area. I still remember I was in Hong Kong when they announced the name. I'd say, "Wow, that's so good." And I was even at that. It was a big conference in Hong Kong. I forgot. Probably more than 10 years ago. And when they announced it, I said, "Well, that's a very good name. That's very fun. That really makes sense."
Right.
We are a bay. There is a bay, and of course, we are like the like Silicon Valley of China.
Right.
And
Bay Area.
and
Bay
yeah,
Area.
and 10 years ago, I was just moving back. Actually, I spent like almost a year in San Francisco, in the Bay Area. I was in Sunny Valley, Mountain View, San Jose, so San Francisco. So I lived there for Homemade, for my first company when we got investment from 500 startup at that time.
Oh, I didn't know you were.
Yeah, 500.
you were a
100.
500.
Cool. Yeah. Batch 13.
Oh, yours was. So my old fund, my last fund, Dave McClure was one of mine. That's what she's actually on my show.
Yeah. It was just before he left. With Christine and
Marvin.
Yes, Marvin.
Rayma.
Yeah. Wait. Is Wei who contacted me to.
I see.
To join. I was like kind of a junkie because I had no idea of all of that. She said, "You want to come in like 3 months?
Okay.
I can get you in."
Both of them have been on my show. Oh yeah. Okay. Cool.
I'm Wei.
Yeah. Oh wow. Cool. Okay. Awesome. Anyway, this is
And yes, so yes, the Greater Bay Area, big fan of the terminology, and it's the right way to explain how it is made. Yeah.
So more infrastructure, better integration. Because right now, I guess, there's Dongguan, which is the hardware manufacturing, Hong Kong, which is the finance center, really. But then I guess there's still a lot more that can be connected. From a Hong Kong side speaking, it still feels it's not a different world, but it is slightly different. But if you're in Shenzhen, does Dongguan feel different? Does Guangzhou feel different?
Yeah, of course. Everyone has their own specialty, particularity. But everyone has his own advantage. Yeah, as you said, like Hong Kong is a financial place. It's also the place where there is a major events for tech events. Like it's also when people arrive in the region, because it's
easier.
It's a more international place. But the internationalization of Shenzhen, I've seen it from my own eyes.
Yeah.
And I've always heard like, "Oh, Shenzhen will eat Hong Kong," and so I said, "Come on, Hong Kong will remain Hong Kong." Basically, it's like San Francisco. It's just like comparing San Francisco and San Jose. Okay, San Jose, all these satellite cities around, which are like the Silicon Valley, San Mateo, Palo Alto.
Right.
We know that through big companies, headquarters. Palo Alto is it's Apple. Mountain View was still Google, etc. So we have like all it is linked by this company. Shenzhen is about the same. We have like at a different scale because there are more people. I think it's almost 100 million people in the Greater Bay Area, which is just insane when you think about it. More like the Tokyo area,
right?
And it's kind of blending that Tokyo megapolis and the Bay Area, and then to blend it with the Chinese characteristic.
Right.
But it's different worlds between these cities. Just like if you go like like to this amazing place near Palo Alto and Mountain View, like super rich. Atherton. Atherton is the richest zip code in the US.
Right.
We have the equivalent, in the Bay Area, in the Greater Bay Area. Everyone has his own characteristic, but that makes it like
interesting.
Super interesting place. Right. Yeah.
So that's a good point. A lot of people do say like, "Oh, Hong Kong is, to your point, right, not going to be international." But I agree with you. I think Hong Kong is going to be always international because it kind of has that, the infrastructure has this Britishness, right? Of course, that legal system. Shenzhen may be more easy for foreigners to come and live and everything, but it's still going to be more Chinese, right? It's
but Shenzhen is a 45 years old city, so it's really a land of immigration for Chinese. So my wife, for example, her parents come from Hunan. So she's a second generation, no in July. My kids are all in July, but there are many people from all over China.
Yes.
The only
Actually,
thing,
let me pause
yeah.
there. I want to kind of explain. So Shenzhen is considered an immigrant city for people outside of Shenzhen to move into Shenzhen versus some of the other cities, maybe Guangzhou might be more local.
Yes.
But that's the kind of the difference when he says immigrant city. It's a 外乡, right?
Yeah.
From outside the province.
Yes, it's people coming from different province, from all over China, and after, I don't know, like foreigners like me are very like a tiny percentage. So we are really for sure in China. So it's not like the immigrant cities that we could imagine. It's not like the diverse cities.
That's right. That's right. Well, it's diverse in a Chinese way.
Exactly.
Right.
But Hong Kong, of course, is more international, but the internationalization of Shenzhen is the top priority actually. Yes, because, and it starts with, they are using, the companies. They are using
to hire.
No, they are using like the fact that, it started with BYD. BYD is a car company. That's the most thing, and no one is going to Europe. It's like, everyone know BYD.
Right.
10 years ago, no one knew. Even in France, you have BYD cars. So, Zeekr, you have all these brands, like, it started with mobile phone, and now it's moving to cars, electric cars. And next, I believe, will be like humanoid robots.
Okay.
So when we will have like in 10 years, I don't know, humanoid robots in our house, and you say like, wow, that's just incredible. And me, I have these things that when I was a kid, in the late 80s or early 90s, everything which were cool were coming from Japan.
Of course.
You take like all the, video games like Nintendo, Sega,
music,
Sony with a Walkman, the Discman, and so on. And now if
you need this.
Yeah, it's a free.
I know it is.
That's been got big time by Apple, iPod. But everything cool were coming from mainly Japan. Taiwan a bit for the manufacturing, maybe Taiwan extra. But now if you take like a teenager in the West, basically all the cool stuff he gets.
Insta 360, DJIs, right.
DJI, Insta 360. Oh, even their phone.
Yes.
If they're not into Apple, they must likely be on an Android phone.
Sure.
And it would be like, yes, and Xiaomi, even though Xiaomi is Beijing, but all the ecosystem of the product is Shenzhen, basically.
Right.
Like, from the, the toaster, I don't know, the microwave oven, it's Shenzhen, Dongguan, Greater Barrier.
So, okay, but you said it's internationalization of Shenzhen. So you're using the companies to make them more international. But are there more international people coming as well?
I think people, 18 years ago, no one knew Shenzhen. Like me, I was 25 years old. I had to tell my family and friends that I'm moving to a city next to Hong Kong and next to Canton.
Sure.
In French, we say Canton for Guangzhou.
Sure.
And so Guangzhou is super historical city, but also Hong Kong everyone knows. So, okay, roughly I know. Okay, so you are in between. It's called Shenzhen. No one knows. Yeah. And after it started to be famous in a bad way through Apple with Foxconn. There were some, because that's where the iPhone were assembled in the Foxconn factory in Shenzhen. So it started this way, 2008, 2009, 10, that started. And after Huawei,
right?
I still remember Huawei when they told me like one VP, because I was in the mobile phone design, and if he told me probably 2009, he said, we are going to launch under our own brand, Huawei. I said, that's going to be hard. I was like, Huawei is very hard. And there is Motorola, there is Nokia, there is Apple. They said, don't worry, we'll do it. And of course, it became big.
Wow. Oh, cool.
Super big.
Sure.
No, everyone in the world, I think, knows the name Huawei.
Right.
It's like, I don't know, is this kind of brand level that of maybe not Coca-Cola, but almost.
Sure. It's very familiar.
Then DJI is the same. People were designing drones before DJI, but then they said like, but they would do the hardware, we do the software. They would do hardware and software. And the last stage of the rocket
Mm.
is marketing, is brand.
Mhm.
And after they will say, where that brand comes from? And that brand comes from Shenzhen.
I see.
No kids and plus, social media,
Sure.
TikTok, YouTube, etc. Kids in the West really, really, really know Shenzhen.
Sure. Okay.
And the same in Singapore. One day, the kid after a talk came to me and said like, "Wow, you live in Shenzhen?" I said, "Man, you live in Singapore. That's a fantastic city." I said, I dream to move to Shenzhen." Oh, wow, that's crazy. And that was 10 years ago.
I didn't know that.
And
Okay.
that kid, probably 13 years old. No, it must be like 23. I don't know what he does, but speaking to you,
That's true.
yeah, and it was 10 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And that was Singapore. So you resonate in Asia
Sure.
that Shenzhen is a place to be.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
So in your head, similar to what Japan was, Tokyo essentially
Mhm.
was for Sony, Panasonic in the
Yeah.
80s. You say Shenzhen is going to be, and that's what you mean by the.
Yes, actually, you can take all of that.
Yeah.
After Korea also did there.
Sure.
You know,
Of course, yeah.
I had a friend, he told me, a distributor, senior guy, he said like in the 90s, he tried very hard to sell, like this videotape recorder that was super popular at that time, VHS, and, branded Samsung.
Right.
No one wanted.
Right.
Samsung, come on, that brand. No one knew. Okay, Samsung, we said, sure. So Korea got this Samsung moment.
Sure.
LG, I had like an LG smartphone. They were so good. They were LG phones, like the slider phone. I remember Samsung, but all of that you see like coming back, boom, Shenzhen.
Interesting. Okay, because it's that ability to do hardware, software, and then the magic kind of branding.
That's actually a difficult.
That is a very difficult
part. And after, plus if you have like people. There are still people who think like, oh,
That's right.
made in China.
That's right.
Made in China.
That's right.
Made in China is bad.
But let me cross that. How do you think? Because I always thought branding was like the West can do that very well, right?
Yeah.
How
American basically.
Yeah. How did China learn?
First, for the first phase, I have many, like foreigners, like Western. People who had this experience to promote, to wear like a marketing guru and so on. They spend a lot of money to learn. And after, actually, for us, then it became the opposite. We know to do the marketing and that, but we are not building anything. We are not manufacturing anything. We are not like we can design, but after we are still linked to assemble in Shenzhen or around Shenzhen. And then he moved to say like, okay, we do the R&D. We design, the whole product. We have the whole hardware, efficiency, the speed, which is like a big motto of Shenzhen, like Shenzhen speed, which is true because you have everyone around that. So that's true. But after marketing was, okay, I have a great product, but okay, what can I sell? So the easy way was to find customers with great brands and to put their brand on it.
It's kind of like the Leica, Xiaomi. I mean,
no,
not a good idea, but yes.
Because this is more like co-branding and there is still like legitimacy of your branding and stuff. And there is still Leica is doing Leica lenses or at least verify that it's their standard. This is different. It's more like you build a product and you are like an original design manufacturer. You have a great idea. You did like your product. And then you go to trade show, and then you have people with brands, old brands. So I've been doing that business after my Philips time, Philips mobile phone, who were like designing products, and then we have the customers coming where they had a brand, they have the brand value. They choose this, and they say, "We'll put our name on it, we'll pay for it, and we'll sell, we'll do all the marketing, and you don't tell anyone that it's you who did it."
White label.
It's like white label.
White label.
That's a white label business.
Correct.
So Shenzhen have been doing this white label business for, I don't know, like 20 years. And suddenly you realize like, okay, no, we keep like, oh, this product is very good. Oh, customer could sell a lot, but we got enough money to maybe give a try. So we try to sell it by up, and then you do your brand. So the first brands were, oh, brands is brands, it doesn't matter. Actually, DJI is not of Huawei, you know, Insta360 is linked to Instagram, but the name itself after doesn't really matter. No one cares. Facebook is Facebook.
Right.
It's you can do the storytelling behind, but after you need to start selling. So after is also like the channels and so on. So channels, marketing, sales, direct to consumer came after Amazon.
I see.
And then jackpot.
I see. So white label got them to the standard that they knew they could deliver. Then it's investing in the brand. It's a storytelling.
Actually, it makes sense, right?
Yes.
It looks like if you look on the long-term vision, all of that makes sense. It's just like a normal path.
Sure.
There is nothing like, oh wow, that's just amazing.
Like it didn't start off storytelling first.
Yeah.
They built a product, they sold it, people liked it. Then they're like, oh, that's storytelling. To your point, it's every brand does the same path. Toyota, Sony.
After what is the long term? Right. Then many people could see what's next.
Right.
I had so many people telling me that, again, like, they will do the hardware. We will do the software. Very proud, like you said, we do the difficult stuff, we do the software. Okay. After I say, okay, they will do the hardware and the software, but we have the brand. Right. Okay. And what's next? No, if your brand is declining and they come and they do the hardware, the software, and they build their brand and know they will compete with you,
right?
You're really in trouble.
Right.
And that's what is, so you see this whole wave of all, brands from Western brands which become like, you can think about Nokia. When I started my career, Nokia was the most famous brand in the world, in the tech world. We all, like this Nokia 360.
Sure.
Nokia.
So the Nokia smartphone.
Yeah. The Motorola Razr.
Right.
And after they tried to relaunch this Motorola Razr, like, is there anyone queuing for Motorola Razr? Right. No, but you have people queuing for OnePlus phone, like, some pop-up stores, or no, it's like nothing.
Right.
Because we can
do everything.
We can do everything. We control the whole supply chain. We can design, then invest in hiring back these stars in this Motorola, in this, I know, even bridging like fashion industry.
Right.
When you see like some tech companies hiring some fashion is really a special industry.
Sure.
French people and Italian people.
Yeah, I was gonna That's right. I was like, I don't know if you can disrupt. Fashion is a little bit trickier.
Yeah. It's hard, but it's the people who spend the most in advertisement, because they make so big margin, and it's another one. They also own like this Hollywood, they dream of movie stars. They do all the fashion is a big one.
It's an interesting market. But yeah, let's take a short break, and then we can continue actually on CES and more product stuff in CES and continue the chat. Stay tuned.
Before we go further, I want to zoom out for a moment, because this conversation isn't just about one product or one founder. What we're really talking about today is how companies get built now, and why Chinese companies have quietly, and sometimes not so quietly, leapfrogged Western brands in entire categories. For a long time, the Western model was brand first, manufacturing second. Design it here, build it somewhere else, and optimize for margins and storytelling. In Shenzhen, the logic flipped. The companies built around the supply chain. Engineering, sourcing, iteration, and cost control all happen in the same and quick feedback loop. That changes everything. It means faster learning, faster failure, and faster dominance. While Western companies debate positioning, Chinese firms ship version 5. While others protect legacy brands, these teams are perfectly willing to cannibalize themselves because speed matters more than nostalgia. What's interesting about talking to someone like Laurent right after CES is that you can see both worlds colliding. CES is still where innovation gets announced. Shenzhen is where it gets stress tested day by day, on a daily basis, and often surpassed. So as we continue this conversation, keep that lens in mind. This isn't just about what is being built, it's about how the next generation of companies will be built and why the playbook has already changed. All right, let's get back to the conversation. I appreciate your view, and if you like and support this conversation, please subscribe to the channel and subscribe to the automated where I think it through. Okay, welcome back to the second part of the show where I'm talking with my friend Laurent about his impressions of building in Shenzhen, the evolution of tech in China and Shenzhen, Robo Valley. And this second part, we're actually going to talk about his impressions at CES and his products as well. So how was CES? You just came back Saturday.
Yes.
It's CES, just to kind of frame some context, it's the largest tech show, hardware show?
Consumer electronic show.
Right.
Yeah.
So largest consumer electronic show.
It's the largest one in the world. Yeah.
Right.
We have the equivalent in Europe called IFA or IFA.
Never even heard of that
in
one.
Berlin.
Okay.
So actually our life for tech companies or anyone like designing products, physical products, consumer product, even enterprise, or it's really linked to all these big shows. So
Right.
it starts the year with we say like good resolution, like okay, I will not drink, I will stop this, stop that. Okay, you start with Las Vegas, so it's you start with Las Vegas.
So this
CES.
was that's right. This was last week. So January
5, yeah.
5.
Yeah,
Literally after Christmas break, you go.
Yes, it's so that start with that. After we have a big one, more telecom oriented, but super big, Mobile World Congress
Mobile
in
World, right,
Barcelona.
right.
Really big one. After we have like no, there are new ones, but there is a Sushi Tech in Tokyo.
Japan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sushi Tech, funny name. And we have Beyond Expo that you know in Macau from our friends from Shanghai.
Not a new one, but relatively new.
I mean new because CS is like 70 years old, I think, something like that.
Right.
If IFA is like 100 years old.
I see. I didn't know.
Yeah, this one, no, the other one, Sushi Tech, is like 2-3 years.
That's a new one.
Beyond is like probably 5 years or 6. But great shows. Hong Kong Electronic Fairs as well, April. Then we have like, all this. So our life is basically linked to all these big events where we will show our products and then we meet our distributors, we meet our new partners, new business partners, new connections, in VC, etc. Journalists, medias, as well. You show to the media your new product.
So everyone is there.
Yes, I mean, everyone who are serious on the global scale will want to show their new products, and so this exhibition are important, and CS is the most important, basically.
And then, I mean, does one have to have like a booth at CES? Is that?
Yeah, you have different ways you can. So you have like this kind of media event, which is kind of smart because it's still expensive. It's overpriced. It's like for 3 hours you will have a tiny little space but you will have like hundreds of journalists from all over the world, like checking a product. If they like it, they take photo, interview.
I see.
I did it many times. This year I did not do. We had like after you can have your booth, but all of that is expensive.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Then you have to buy your booth, decorate your booth. Flights, hotels and so on. It's a big business.
Right.
So it can really easily climb the, cost big time. Yeah.
But for
an investment.
But for a startup company, it can help because of that global.
To attend to this kind of a big international exhibition, you need to come with, something which is really innovative, to look different from the mass, because it's especially like Mobile World Congress and CES is really massive.
Got it.
It's really, really big.
Right.
Like if you can easily miss like some. Startup level is Eureka Park.
Okay.
So that's a Venetian.
Mm.
Eureka Park is French. We are very good French tech. We put these business funds. They really old.
So
like
it's different hotels even.
no,
It's that big.
it's the Venetian
Yeah.
convention center of the Venetian Palazzo stuff. You have like a big area, and then you have another one for the bigger company. The biggest company
I
is
see.
called LVCC, Las Vegas Convention
I
Center,
see. I
which
see.
is is well managed. You have shuttles and stuff.
Mm.
That one is a big TV brand, like
Mm.
the Sony, the Google, the
I see.
Xiaomi. They are like
see.
over there.
I see.
Insta 360 this year.
I see.
So that's for the very big companies, very established, giant, like $1 million booths, like just crazy.
Mm.
And then on the Eureka Park is more startup, yeah. So
I
you
see.
can have like a $2,000-$3,000 booth,
Right.
maybe even cheaper. You can be
That's okay.
subsidized.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
it's
That's
okay.
all right. That's all right.
But if you pile all of that plus
Well,
all the
plane
activities,
ticket, yeah, that's right.
even for a team, you bring like 2-3 people. You can climb to $20,000 easy.
Sure.
So
Sure.
it's still a budget for many people. There are many people who are building great products here, around here that cannot afford that.
Right.
So people are managed their way. You can you do according to your budget.
Mm.
And yes, you can meet media, distributors, retailers, telcos, investors, business partners, suppliers.
Sure.
So
Yeah, right.
it's a good place to meet people in I would say in a zone that is not in their place
Right.
and is not in your office. So
Right.
it's a neutral zone,
Right.
and it's a fun place usually. So
Parties.
I really like Beyond Expo in Macau because
Okay.
that makes also a CS of the Greater Bay Area.
Okay.
So Beyond Expo is the new kid on the block on this tech
Okay.
exhibition.
But I didn't
really,
know
really great.
they wanted to make it more CSE.
Yes, and they really bring like innovation because then you really have like Shenzhen companies who can
Sure.
just like
Can
1
afford
hour.
to go. Right.
So then your budget also like, okay, no flight,
Sure.
no jet lag,
Yeah.
hotel because you need to stay there.
Sure, of
Still
course,
a bit pricey, but and the booth is similar level. So yeah, it's cool.
That's cool.
Beyond Expo is really our little CS.
I didn't know that. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it would be. I believe. I like
Yeah.
these guys.
Okay. Yeah, I've been there once, I think last year for something.
Yeah.
It's much smaller because of COVID, but yeah.
Yeah. It's even in scale, it's still way
Okay.
smaller. But CS Las Vegas is insane.
Okay. Tell us what products kind of caught your eye. Obviously, I don't know if OpenAI had a booth there, but obviously OpenAI is also talking about products as well. Kind of, what do you think?
It's funny because OpenAI's story was when it was at Beyond Expo.
Okay.
So in May last year, that's
Okay.
where they announced this IO acquisition of Johnny Ive with
Oh, they announced it there.
That's not there, but
around the same time.
At the same time.
Oh,
so it was in San Francisco, but the news was there. So
oh wow.
OpenAI at CS did not need a booth. They don't have. I think they could build like Apple. They don't. Apple, at that level, people can be like, no, I do my own.
I don't need it. Yeah,
I do my own,
Sure.
and journalists will come.
Sure.
So you want like a media basically to spread the word because you have like probably 200,000 people moving, but okay, the world of people interested by these products is we speak about 1 billion, 2 billion people who are watching that online. So it was in May when they announced. This year CS was really about AI hardware.
Got it.
Pure AI hardware, like a lot of everyone is like linking hardware and AI. The ultimate thing of that, it's basically humanoid robots.
I see.
So that's why robots. Just before people make the announcement a bit before to not be in the crowd, everyone like launch a press release on day one. But imagine the journalists have like a giant list of things, so they have to figure out. We announced our product, Moneypenny, our very first proprietary hardware from Oxstack at CS. So we did the same, like, okay, press release, we launch this, we do that. But it's like really, it goes into like a huge list of news.
Course, of other things. Yeah.
The main things this year, AI hardware, robotics, of course, the robots. The main one was Boston Dynamics with which is very smart because humanoid robots is great. I'm a big fan. I want to build, my ultimate goal most likely is to build a robot. So I'm really into that. But since I'm a kid, I think I'm a kid from the 80s and 90s with Terminator and all this.
Don't build the Terminator, please.
No. But when you look at Xiaopeng, like the car company in
Yes,
Guangzhou,
I saw that. Yeah, I saw the
that one
demonstration.
really looked like Terminator.
Right.
Even like the on the leg, like the piston, I don't know, like it really looked like Terminator. But the one of Boston Dynamics is very smart because they put like a rotative joint, so everything can move, which totally makes sense. You don't need really to copy exactly a human. Like it can be humanoid, but even at what God will do, like a God level, you will change things to make things like, okay, my arm can go this way and grab something and put it like, okay, put it back, and my head can turn.
So you don't need to make it more human to some degree.
Yeah,
You can rethink.
It can be bipedal. It can be like 2 legs, 2 arms. But actually, how about having 3 arms or 4 arms? Or having like making a better version of a human to be more productive. So what they did with Boston Dynamics, they took one and it can rotate like this way. As you see me, I'm blocked here, but him, he could like rotate 360. Unlimited, the head the same. Like you don't want like to have the whole body to do that. Just like move your head like. And this is a vision of building something which is above us. And of course, it's all about AI and AI plus physical AI. It's physical AI. That's the main topic, is making AI physical. And know that's what we are seeing, and that's the future, basically.
Interesting. And I'd love to kind of see your product, Moneypenny. And actually, something that I learned whilst I was touring the office was that you guys actually helped build Pocket Talk.
Yeah. Which
is a huge. I mean, I think if you're not Japanese, don't really know Pocket Talk. But all my Japanese friends use Pocket Talk, which is basically this translator. I think they did it whenever they travel. Whenever they travel, they bring Pocket Talk. I don't think I've ever used it myself, but it's basically a translator.
Yeah, the company SourceNext is actually one of the investors also of Umeox here. So we are a conglomerate of different companies. We are ODM. Basically, we come from mobile phone design. So 20 years ago, that will be our 20th anniversary, 2006 of Umeox. So Jack Shao built that company. It was coming from the battery. So you see, you also climb in terms of R&D. You start from the battery, just like a bit like BYD, you start from the battery and then you build a car. But we did like from battery to go to a battery manufacturer to a mobile phone.
I see.
And then got his momentum. Like after, it's really about designing. It was still like we designed the slimmest phone. At that time, it was a 2G phone. Then we did a 3G. We did multiple products. I was coming from Philips Mobile. I mean, Ceylon, which was the biggest at that time ODM in the world. We were like designing products for others where they put their name on it. So I designed a lot of product. I've been in charge. I was in mainly of components. So we're in charge of in supply chain for the display, for the battery, camera. So that's millions of little components, but then building whole phones. So the whole company, we were designing phones. Umeox the same. And then, we did, it was before COVID. So it was 2018. We did this for SourceNext, the translator. Big success. It was
huge.
Like, it's almost, I think, almost 1 million units in roughly, because it was different models. But I think one of the model was like 500K. That's a lot of units. Then back in time, we launched like Home8. So that was my first company. Still, like we are doing like, we have been pivoting a lot. That's the one that got invested by 500. We were designing wearables. We started with one product. So that's a one product company. It was a TrueSmart, our very first smartwatch connected to the telecom network. So we reused what we could on Android. So it was really crazy. It was an amazing product. It's still the mother of all our product now. But right after we got Apple, and I've seen what Apple did to the mobile phone industry.
Right.
So I said like, okay, I have to pivot.
Get away from wearables.
It was not.
Fitbit was around then, right? Yeah, right.
You could make a list of people who would have been killed.
Okay,
a big list.
Got it.
And
what's his name? Sunny Vu.
Yes.
Fitbit.
It's nice. Some can be nice exit, but ultimately, what the result of it is not like it's a great exit, personal exit. But for the in terms of product or what I've been behind, like that won't be in history books, right? They won't be like it's a great. I really like what they did. It was a great vision, but after I think they got acquired by Misfit. I forgot by
the
watch company actually by Fossil.
Yeah, it was Fossil.
Yeah,
it was
Fossil. And
yes,
you see what happened to Fossil.
That's right. Yeah,
you know anyone who have a Fossil smartwatch? No one care, right? And there are so many examples of that. A lot.
Wearables is hard.
Yeah, it's because
hard.
it's something. So it was one of Benedict, one of my intern at that time. He came in a meeting and he said, "No, technology is what we carry. Fashion is what we wear."
Oh.
And I said, wow, this is a very good. So I have to, and I still use it a lot, this sentence, because it's so beautiful motto. We even 10 years ago at CS, we had a super nice booth and we put it in this tagline and people would say, wow, that's very good. And we were designing at that time, like, so we moved a bit to fashion. We had like great cooperation. Apple Watch was there. So I said, okay, we are, it's going to be super hard. Okay. Because we cannot say like, okay, we are R&D, and we're using Google.
Sure.
Google was just working also on Google Android Wear. So they say like, you cannot do that.
Right.
And I, okay, that was another CS where they told like, when Google come, with their badge Google, you say like, oh, very nice, it's Google, And I say, oh, Laurent, there is Google, you should meet these people. And then the people say, oh, it's very nice what you do. But next meeting is probably our legal department.
Okay.
So it's better you meet me because we will you cannot do that. You cannot do that. You cannot put YouTube. You cannot put Gmail. I say, man, you are removing all the cool stuff.
Sure.
So anyway, long story short, it's, wearable is hard, but no, it's coming back. Actually, 10 years after, it's coming back with AI.
Well, yes, with AI, because I think it was the human with that pin, with the camera.
Yes.
With OpenAI, they want to do something you were saying, perhaps something with audio, but not the camera.
That's what I think, because no one knows. Of course, it's very secretive. A lot of false flag and fake direction to tell you what they are doing. But what I believe, if we go back in time, you remember the Google Glass with the camera and the big backlash of it was also at the same time of the TrueSmart.
That's like first generation.
It was 2013. So that's 13 years ago.
Got it. Yeah.
And 13 years ago, I launched my connected glass, and then I see all this. It was $1,500 like this. But people were saying like, hey, there is a camera. I don't feel comfortable to see someone with a camera on their face speaking to me. Then, so 10 years, even a bit, let's say 10 years after, Meta did something super smart to team up with
Ray-Ban,
Luxottica, with Ray-Ban. So Luxottica have a huge umbrella of brands, but the main one is Ray-Ban.
Did they partner up with Luxottica or Ray-Ban?
Luxottica. Anyway, Ray-Ban belongs to Luxottica. It's 100% owned by Luxottica.
Okay, I didn't
know it's Luxottica plus the French one. So it's Italian plus the French Essilor. So it's Luxottica Essilor group. So it's the biggest group in the the fashion brand.
They have an office in Dongguan.
I realize they make in China some glasses, because I've seen in the shop but before it was always made in Italy.
Oh,
all my Ray-Bans were like made in Italy.
Yeah, because it's there's a
justify the premium, right?
Exactly.
But no, so Ray-Ban, it's I don't know, it's a 100 years old brand. It's an amazing, iconic brand.
Right.
But it was really low in the 80s. Like you could buy like for $10 like a Ray-Ban, and then it came back. So no, Ray-Ban, that's what I said to Joshua too, is a VP AI of the glasses of Ray-Ban at CS, was speaking on a panel, and I was telling like, it's bad because I probably explained it bad, but it's Ray-Ban, it's the best thing they could do because you take no risk. You know, no one, if you buy a Ray-Ban,
Sure. A Ray-Ban doesn't take any risk.
look, if you take, even you, if you buy Ray-Ban, normal Ray-Ban,
Yeah.
basically no friends will tell you like, what are these glasses? You look weird. Like, no,
Sure.
this is very safe, right?
Sure.
It's like, it's Ray-Ban.
Sure.
It's just like a Levi's jean.
Sure.
No one will tell you, what is this
Yeah,
funny
right.
pant?
Right.
So it's very good for adoption, and they did a very good job. I love mine.
It's a very good. Oh, you have one.
Yeah, actually, I have some. So I bought them like last year, but I have.
This is the new one or old one?
No, it's a limited edition. I'm a very fancy guy. I got the 699 on 7,500 is a transparent one.
Oh, okay.
They're all transparent. Yeah.
So how many units were there for this?
7,500.
Really?
Yeah. Well, it's a limited edition, but there are still many. But anyway, that's that will be in that will remain in history. That's but you see, still a weirdo. But
Do I look like a weirdo?
you look fine. But these glasses it's just the same, but they are transparent.
Right.
They are transparent. It's more fun, like for geeks like me, to
Right.
check everything. But just to make it like, they look like way fairer.
Sure.
The design of the iconic.
Yeah.
So it still look good. It's
Right.
just, you take no risk. But no, if you look, everyone designing smart glasses, they all copy that.
Right.
So if you go back now to copy, it's just like if you buy like a fake Ray-Ban, like on the market in the street, or I don't know where, you know, in Rome, in Paris, you know, you can find these people selling fake glasses. I mean, if you design smart glasses that look like that, you will look like copycat. You know,
100%.
It's very bad.
Right.
And no, you have like plenty of companies coming with the same design. Camera here, no. Man, that is game over. There's no chance.
Right. But it's interesting because, so there's no risk for Ray-Ban. It's Ray-Ban credibility, right? And coolness.
Yes, the real brand.
The real brand. And then you've got the meta. The software works well, right?
Very good.
Yeah.
Me, I only use them. So again,
I
feel I'm a weirdo if I wear them in the street, because people are uncomfortable. They know there are this camera and photo. So I just use them for, you know, internally, or when I need to show to you know, customers what we are doing, like product, like, look, I use this because I have my two hands.
I see.
I use a bit with my family, with my kids as well, like for some moments, but when I'm cooking or, you know, barbecue with my kids, you are in the moment. That's cool. But I will not wear them all the time.
I see. Interesting.
And because you go back to the same thing as the Google Glass 13 years ago, it's like you have cameras. So I believe people are very uncomfortable. Like I won't feel comfortable with people. No, if we go back to like CES, what happened is like this new generation that we are part of as well, where I'm investing my time and resources and energy, is about audio.
Got it.
Audio, I believe we will accept to give up the audio. The micro, you can get my voice, no problem. I can say horrible things, bad things, you know. People is just like audio, but if you put a face on it, that's really, really bad, because you are like on social media, some people like, okay, who knows if it's real, you know, no, but when you have the face plus the sound, you see and you can identify, and you can see someone in the street, like, it's you who says that. But if it's just sound, like, people can accept. And I have a good point on that is when you call like some insurance, banking, you know, so long time already they do that. You call them and say, this call is going to be recorded.
Sure.
They don't ask you for this data, you know.
Sure.
They say, like, you say, yes, go. You know, it's just a machine. Like, okay, go. I want to speak to someone.
Right.
And it's recorded for
training purposes.
For training, for improvement.
Right.
Fair enough. Actually, no one cares. And no one complained, you know. No one said, like, oh, this is my data or stuff. No. You accept. And the only one that we can accept to be filmed is like basically police body cam.
Sure. Right.
And police body cam, people accept that there are policemen with camera, with the sound, and we see all these videos, you know, on social media where, you know, something happened, like lately, something happened in, I think, Minnesota, like people get shot. So at least also it can prove things. Okay, we accept, but you will not accept from random people
Sure.
to record you all the time.
But you're not saying that
Your face
in
showing and
10 years later,
Yeah.
with more filming and
maybe we will give up step
Sure,
by step.
right.
But right now we're not ready.
So audio.
So the audio, we are ready. And I believe the audio, you could record all my conversation as long as it's nice if you ask me. You see, like you ask me to wear this this microphone. But and here we have the video as well. But for only audio, let's say a podcast, or you see, not see my face. You know, I don't need like to. Oh, sorry, I don't wear like nice. Or so
No,
you see, you
true.
have like
That's
this
true. That's
radio and
That's true.
television. It's a different, like for television, people get makeup, you
That's
know, you
true.
see like,
That's
you know,
true.
they get ready, like,
That's
okay.
true.
But for radio, people, radio
No,
shows.
because I was thinking, you know, on I have YouTube Premium, and oftentimes I would listen to a show. And I was thinking, I may not even know what that person looks like, but that person's voice, I'm spending a lot of time with that voice. And I've noticed I like his podcast or I like his show. I was like, why? It's not that his content is good. Sometimes it is good, but the voice.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I get used to the voice.
I use YouTube like I use Spotify.
No, me too.
And you know,
me too.
which
Me
is
too.
very silly on phones with YouTube. Actually, most of the content, like what I'm watching, I'm not watching.
Yes.
I'm just
that's right.
cooking. I have my.
That's right. That's right.
And,
Me too.
but there is still this video,
That's
like
right.
at least Spotify, very smart. You can turn off the screen, but you cannot turn on the screen with YouTube.
Yeah,
or,
you can.
You can? Okay.
Yeah.
I need to
Maybe
find
some of the
I need some tweak.
But yes.
Because it's useless, like for most of the time.
Yes.
So I just charge my phone, I do my stuff, and yeah, the audio for me it's AI audio where you can transcribe, then you have a text, and then you can analyze that, you can summarize. So this is the biggest trends of. So this year is really big. CS was really big, and this year we'll all have this kind of thing. And I believe so. That's my prediction for the IO, the first. Let's say the first products of IO, so Johnny Ive and Sam Altman company, OpenAI, basically will be the first hardware of OpenAI will be an audio recording product. And that's why it will not be that amazing for the people.
No, I was going to say, that's not very amazing, is it?
But that from what they say in the market, in the supply chain, like they are preparing like millions of units because of course they are a big company. Many people will buy it doesn't matter.
So it'll be like a ChatGPT, but physical.
Yes.
You'll listen.
Yes, listen.
They'll respond.
And then it will be linked to your own account. And then it will give you a summary of your day.
I see.
And you don't need an app. You have your ChatGPT app.
Sure.
You will go to your ChatGPT app, your day, what happened. He will record everything. He will tell you your highlights, the things that you. So all these little startup doing like audio stuff and will struggle.
I see.
Because they will have the elephant in the room will arrive. Boom. He will arrive. It will be the Apple Watch moment for the wearables.
Sure.
So there will still be a way like to find a niche on this. But maybe it's a little device that you put behind your ear. Maybe it's like, it could be, they can even create a new fashion trend. It could be a pin, but I believe no camera because we are not ready.
Interesting.
And human pin add this camera, add this super cool stuff.
It had the projection thing.
Projection on your hand.
That's right.
Hand.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, it was very futuristic, but at the end it failed. So it's sad. It doesn't, that's life. Some people are too early, too fast, too early. They got a lot of money. It was too expensive. It was too this, too that. Some reason made that it failed. Just the same as a Rabbit, for example, which was a little device, not a wearable, but he over-promised things, this and this. But the vision was there. It was somehow it's cool, but then OpenAI will really make that back together, and it will be audio.
Interesting. So audio, actually, it's good for podcasts like us because then it makes audio more intimate. People, there seems to be a lot more space for audio interface. People would trust that interface more going forward, right? So literally, I can imagine you're painting it forward as like maybe it's a device here but maybe it's linked to your AirPods, and so you're constantly listening to ChatGPT, what it says. And then you say when there's dead time, then it's like, oh, okay, what podcast do you want to listen to? Then it'll shift back to ChatGPT.
I think will
It'll be more seamless.
I think will be way easier than that. It will be it will listen all the time, and you will comment. You will be in charge, and will just tell like, because you will be hands-free. So you have your phone. Your phone can do so many things. Your phone is. There is a mental charge of your phone because it's your life. If you lose your phone, you are when you get out of a cab or you are always checking.
Especially in China, if you lose your phone, your phone has no battery, you're dead. You're dead.
Like,
can't do WeChat, can't pay, can't go anywhere. Yeah.
So it's your wallet, is everything, and it's square that in China.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
But no, this will be a device that listen all your thoughts, like but you will speak to it. So you will say like, you have an ID. You will say like, you will not have to press any button. You will just like speak and say, hey, or you will wake, maybe if you sleep with it, like you could, like you have a dream, you want to record your dream. You say, okay, I've seen this, I was flying there. I have a...
Yeah. Okay.
It will record, always on recording. Because microphone technology also, it makes like a bubble. So they will pretend that it's not recording you. It's already recording only. But most likely it will record if you are very close to someone, like probably 2 meters, it will record everything in a bubble. So everyone, if you don't want to be recorded, I believe you will have to stay quite far from some people.
Right.
Because everyone will be recording what you say. So a conversation, people will be like really in a restaurant, like you will have to be careful of what you are speaking about with the people behind you, because they will be able to record it.
But it's interesting.
That would be a spy audio. So everything you speak, it would be transcribed as a text, and then it would be summarized as a summary of your day, action, plus you will be able to give action to what we call AI agent. So you would just say like, that would be a good idea, like to go to Phuket, like this. Can you find like, send me all the Phuket flights on February 27th, and you will not have to say, no.
Sure.
There is no trigger. Yeah, there is no trigger word.
Right.
You just speak, and you say, that would be, let's do that. Let's go to Phuket, February 27th. Send me like all, and you just grab your phone and it will go there. It will just be there. Like it will have like all, ChatGPT will just send you all the information. Say, okay, cool. And
So the visual display is still the phone. The brain is still there.
Yes.
And this will be the interface.
Yes.
Directly to the AI, essentially. So
And,
you
and
screw
why
a
I
neural
be-
link.
and why I believe there is no camera, because the camera level of our phones are
Is
just
already-
insane. That's why we pay super expensive
Sure,
our
of
phone,
course.
is because mainly for the camera. So for the video quality, for the megapixel stuff, we all these tech reviewers, they will do, okay, this photo is from Pixel 15, and this is iPhone 20, and this which one is the best? And people will check, that one is the best.
Right.
People are ready to pay $100 more just for.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm part
I
of
know
it. I love.
influencers that every year they will buy an iPhone. And I asked them, I was like, why are you doing that? They're like, it is better.
Yeah.
The video quality is
photo,
better.
Video. But after it's
Battery.
a lot of
Yeah.
But that's why I believe they won't spend like extra dollars to put a camera that people will complain about, like this privacy issue. But the privacy of your audio, people will
give it
accept
away.
to give
That's
up that.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Very interesting.
Yeah.
So
Moneypenny.
Now, there's also
Moneypenny is the same concept.
I was saying.
I would tell, there is one thing that I realized over the years is that ideas arrive. If you are interested about the world, the news, etc., ideas will come at the same time everywhere in the world.
I agree with that.
You see?
I agree with that.
It's but after,
yeah.
if you want to build a physical product, that's probably better to be in Shenzhen.
Because the execution, able to execute that is right.
So
because Plot is around, there different ideas.
18 months ago, I came with like this idea. I have ideas like everyone, but that's why I would need like this stuff to remember. And I was thinking about like a product, very simple, a side device of our phone.
Okay.
and it's called like side device. And I'm trying to explain like we need a side device for one task because when we were kids, we had like the adult of that time, my parents, they had devices which were like only one feature. If you think about the Walkman, it was only music, and there was after the second I said, yeah, it was music. The Walkman is a machine, is a physical machine,
Right.
and you put a cassette and you could listen to music.
Right.
And they had also physical button.
Right.
Like this click,
right.
clack,
Right.
clack.
Right.
So I said, I want a device, a side device of my phone that could do only one feature and with physical button. So it started from there. Then I said, which feature I could put. So I was thinking about, what I use here, but I want to use at the same time my phone.
Yep.
So I give you an example, like Spotify. I love Spotify story.
This gives like teenage engineering vibes, by the way.
Yes, but look, this one probably even more because this one is really, but because these are really retro feeling.
Right.
But it's not about the teenage engineering. It's about teenage engineering got this inspiration from the Japanese as well. From the when I was a kid, my father had a Marantz. This brand Marantz i5. Like this big music with radio with cassette.
Okay, the old school stuff.
Yeah, the old school stuff, and it's so beautiful. It's like brushed aluminum. It's like the button from the any kind of button was aluminum, was so beautiful. So I said, I want aluminum. So I wanted like this cold feeling button.
So let everybody know. See.
Yeah, this is, and after I wanted a shape, and my goal was it could not be like a phone.
Got it.
It's basically like the hardware of a premium phone, but to avoid that, I had to come with a shape which is a bit different. So that's why
I was going to say it's curved over here.
It's curved, and you can take it. When you hold it with your finger like this way, you have your finger is pushing.
Yeah. This actually feels good.
Yes, and after when you put it on the table, you have like we have stereo speakers.
Right.
So I can put this. I show you. This is fun.
Oh,
let me show you.
It's the kit.
Yeah,
right.
So it's just to show you the sound. The sound is very good.
It is good.
And basically, also to avoid that it's linked to a phone, I said no camera.
I see.
No camera. You see, came with the same idea. I said they don't want another camera anyway. Anyway, even if I put a camera, will be most likely less good than my phone.
Of course.
So why need a camera? No camera. And after about audio, so recording, I say recording the voice and analyzing for meetings would be very good. So and after came Plod, and after came many other gadgets, like doing this kind of feature. I said, oh my God, that's crazy. Like really like ideas.
Everybody had the same idea. Yeah.
But after I said, I don't want to come obviously with, I hate copying people concept. So I had to come with different ideas and different. So this is really unique. Like no one, you could go at CES going all over, you will not find that. But why to do that? Then I figured 3 features that I wanted. The first one is like recording.
The meeting room?
Yes. So basically, yes, this meeting room is basically recording. So you can still grab it with you, but most of the time, when you go to a meeting, in-person meetings, because we do all this Zoom stuff, also many people records, but when you go to a meeting room like engineers, R&D, we take our laptop, we take our phone with us because we need our phone.
Sure.
And then you grab that. What I figured out is that if we have like other devices, they are still linked. You can record with your phone.
Yes,
people record with their phone.
That's right.
Many journalists actually use like
That's right. The voice note.
The voice recorder.
Yep.
And after they have this transcript,
Right.
they can get also transcript, also summarize. Some premium phones do that. My phone does that. But if anything happen, someone call me, I receive a notification, it will be in the background and you are on the phone like, okay, that's going to be a weird transcript. So this is not perfect. That's where this kind of people like the Plod, this is InIO, is very good little device. I just put my sticker on it, but I like these guys. They're in Shenzhen.
Okay.
Similar. It's just a Plod, but round.
Got it.
Then you have like all the copycat of Plod with a little card, very simple.
Brick, so that they can brick their phone, essentially.
So yeah, this is going to be in production like actually this week. actually this weekend.
Okay.
In factory to do like the first launch, and that will be in US and already like kind of sold out already. Like,
Oh, wow.
yeah, it's really cool.
It's called Siphone. I'll put the link. Okay.
Siphone.com, yeah.
Okay. I'll put the link here. And so, yeah, so people can take this, to concerts, maybe even travel, maybe not travel, but whatever. Yeah.
So
And you just put your SIM card.
you can put a SIM card. You have like it's a full phone that is really dedicated on a few features, and it's the same idea. When you think about it, it's the same idea as Moneypenny, where we do 3 features. The first one is basically recording meetings.
Yeah.
Then we have translation. So
Yeah.
translation is insane because we are at the AI level of translation. So you can speak to it. You will see in any language.
Yeah.
You can switch language
Without telling it.
without writing that. Okay.
Right.
Try with red. I know.
Right.
I put my language. You just check the language you want on the right part,
Mm.
but not on the left part. It will be a logical flow of people. So we tried at the booth like Japanese, Korean, people in Cantonese. I said, oh, Cantonese, I'm not sure. Very good.
Okay.
Hebrew, that's a tough one. Arabic is also hard, but
Armenian. I was going to say Armenian.
Armenian, I have a good friend from Armenia in Shenzhen.
Okay.
I would make it.
Yeah, ask him because I do a lot of work in Armenia. So that's a hard language. Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
100% I can make it with him to check. But then and after we have a Ask AI, which is it's a speech to text.
Okay.
And then it gives you the text. It gives you the answer like that. So it's 3 features. Most of the time is on your desk, and you can bring it with you. It's still mobile, and basically your phone could do that.
Yes.
But knowing that all your data stays there,
Yes.
it's just very secure. And after you can,
Yeah, I was going to say. Okay.
so you can get back your audio file. And our platform is a SaaS, so it's a subscription-based model where, in one click, it's the first product which is already pre-integrated into the platform. So you have as a web app, so you have it on your phone. And it's a web app, so it's on your laptop. You can also get like audio information. You can customize the prompt, and after we let you put your own API key or any kind of LLM you want.
I see.
So you can customize.
I see.
By default, we put. No, we moved. Actually, we have OpenAI before for the like summary.
Yeah.
Now we moved to Gemini Pro.
I see.
It can change.
Sure.
If you are in China, we need to lock it on DeepSeek.
Sure.
DeepSeek.
Right.
And but for the transcription, we use a French tech company called Gladia. Speech to text is
Yeah.
speech to text is 90% of the people use. I don't know the percentage, but many people use OpenAI Whisper.
Yes, that's right.
And after you have assembly here, you have plenty of people, even lab,
Yeah.
and I about French. I team up with Gladia.
Cool.
Not only because they're French, because
They're very.
great, so I love it.
Oh, really?
And that's why I can make this transcript, like the translation, so good. I don't have to pick the language. I just said it works by default.
Right.
I put just here my language,
Right.
and people were like, "What? That's so
Yeah.
great." I give you a use case. If you are like know these conferences, you can put like, for example, like live translation.
Sure.
You have
Right.
and you're listening, you're watching, okay, you're listening. At that time, you cannot use your phone.
That's right.
So super annoying. If you are like in many international conference, you go to Vivatech, you will have some panels that will speak in French.
Sure.
And if you don't speak French, you will be like listening that and say, okay, there is no translation. I put you're watching that, following, and say, oh, I got you.
Right.
That's it. If someone, you want to use your phone, text it.
Sure.
Someone call you. So I think a side device, you can still have your phone, you can battery, you can take a photo of the panel, you can take a photo of yourself with the panelist, whatever.
Sure.
But you can follow here. You can follow this, just do that.
Right.
And it kills the battery of that one, not your.
Interesting. So we're moving into a world where it's decoupling of your device.
Side devices.
Side devices.
That's for sure. That's for sure, because it's impossible that I work on that. All the people in that, all the places in the world are working on that. Claude work on that,
But Plot was different. But Plot was different because Plot attached to your phone. There's no display.
You remove it.
Oh yeah, you can, yeah. But there's no display, and I know what you mean, but it was like, right. So it's like, it's a sunglass.
Your phone is not, it's not
It's an app.
It's not an app. It's the hardware where you plug that after it will still go to a,
Sure,
it's still in hybrid.
sure, right,
Hybrid way. Cell phone is not hybrid, it's full size.
sure, right,
Doesn't link to your phone.
right.
Things
Right.
like that and
Right.
crazy. This as well, not linked to your phone. Full standalone. So you're right. The kind of gadget are more like hybrid.
Mm.
They are still companion.
Mm.
I believe like the IO will be also companion, like, but it will not be full standalone. It will be companion Bluetooth, which low energy and low like or the ring also. You know, people do like ring.
Aura. I used to have an Aura.
No, but
Yeah.
ring, Aura. That's all these products are fantastic. Design so so much, you know. But we even have like our license with Aura, so we can sell. Aura.
Oh, cool.
Any problem?
Oh, cool.
North America.
Oh, cool.
We made this announcement like.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I saw you on LinkedIn. Yes, yeah.
But the new trend is that so there is new companies doing like there is one in Singapore like Voci. There is they will also relaunch.
Pebble's back.
Yeah, Pebble
yeah.
also with a ring.
Okay.
Actually, the same story. Voice like you press a button, you can whisper something. I need sound. It's not like always. There is another company I really like. Actually, it took me time to really understand because form factor is a bit, sector, guru stuff. It's a little bit like
Okay.
also record
Right.
everything you speak,
Right.
everything you go around and make a summary. I think this one, most likely, it will be the first one to get hit by IO.
I see.
And
Sure.
they are
Right.
exactly on front, like they were before then, but guys, it's the next Apple story.
Sure. Yeah.
You are fighting against like whatever.
Sure. Yeah.
Big,
Sure. The big guy.
when,
But okay.
when I did like Omake at that time, like with Bruce, when Apple came, it was a $500 billion company. No,
Okay.
this company is like probably a 3 or 4 billion trillion company. Apple, I don't know, $3 trillion.
Right.
No, of course, OpenAI is not the level, but probably when they go IPO, it will be already like, okay, that's who we are.
Sure.
$500
Yeah.
billion company.
So to your thesis, it's still voice.
Yes.
It's still voice. You would gather a lot of voice, and then lots of sign device, e-brain type of thing. And I guess right. So the IO device that OpenAI is coming out is hitting those two trends: voice and side device.
Yes, but it's a hybrid as well because it would be they don't want to
What do you call it? Is it e-brain or e-brain?
hybrid like a
Electronic hybrid.
no hybrid, yeah,
Hybrid. Hybrid.
between because it will still be companion. They don't want to go from face to Apple.
I see.
Just like what happened lately, like even Apple and Google team up for the Siri to put Gemini.
Oh yes, in Gemini. Yes, that's right.
It's
That's right. Right.
They accept that
They cannot do.
can do, and also the superiority of Gemini is really.
It is very good.
Many people using Gemini. Well, OpenAI is still the
Sure.
next
Sure.
stuff.
Sure.
I use a lot Grok. I love Grok. You know, people.
I was gonna...
For whatever reason, like people
Yeah.
are really.
Yeah.
Like, if the tool is superior, like okay, it's politically incorrect. Come on, it's Grok. There are people. Yeah, not only one guy.
Sure.
Whether you like him or not like
Right.
him, like Elon Musk, but honestly, the people working at XAI, I'm sure it's very diverse.
Sure. Of course. Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
People, but what they're building is fantastic.
Right,
What
right.
they do with SpaceX is
Right.
fantastic. And so all these LLM actually are all good.
Mm.
You know, when people tell me which one is, they're all
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Mistral is good.
Yeah.
You know, Perplexity is great.
Claude is very good. Yeah.
Crazy.
Right.
Such
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
So what we did is, platform, you go on Upstack.com or app, you load the app, you will see you can select, and you can select any kind. Already unit, and after we go further, you can put your API key. So all the data
Goes directly.
linked
Right.
to your account.
Sure.
And after for enterprise, we go even deeper where we
I was gonna say yes.
directly onto your server. So ultimately, my goal is there is a money penny in every single business meeting.
So it's an enterprise,
Yes.
ultimately.
Yes, but it's also the consumer one. So what we realized, what we showed basically at CS, the consumer version, the amazing thing is a translation. The translation really remove a pain point of when you use the translation, you can go in any country where you can follow up, even a dinner business. Many people from the US, from Europe, go to China for business. They buy things. They have a dinner. For sure, people would start speaking in their own language.
Sure.
Then you just put in this. You still have your phone. You can still get, text people. You follow. Amazing.
I see.
And you are not disturbing your phone.
I see.
I'll give another example. Some people like American team work with some Korean,
Right.
and they say, "Oh, we have this meeting every week, big project. It's an industrial project." And they said many times during a 1 hour meeting for 10 minutes, they will speak in Korean. And, the American guy are just they're not knowing what they're speaking, and they're fighting Korean and different. One in Seoul, one in other place, and he said, "Oh my God, if I have that, I can still follow like everything."
Sure.
He's not spying because you could get information that
Sure.
maybe you're not supposed to know because that's your secret language.
Sure.
But somehow you're not.
You're not looking at your phone, because if you look at your phone, you look like you're not paying attention.
Yeah, so that's.
Yeah.
There are many things that your phone is so important that your life. We did that also. A big meeting in Berlin. I remember, like people started speaking like mainly in Chinese, and my friend was putting like he had a special app that he paid to have like this super good translation. But at the same time, again, he was locked to his phone, so I was looking at his phone.
Let's see.
And seeing the battery life for his phone, like, okay.
Right.
Can be an hour.
Yeah. Yep.
With your screen on, and you're like, okay, bring back. At the same time, you want
Yes.
be able to take a
That's right.
text.
That's right. That's right.
You are killing this app. Going, okay, will someone call you? Someone text you?
Yep.
You reply. Okay, launchpad.
Yep.
Okay, like my phone too. You just keep this. Okay.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Right.
That's cool.
That's what we realized, and that's why our first launch will be Japan.
Okay.
Because Japan, we have a big experience.
Yes.
What we did with Pocket Talk, and that would be the next generation of Pocket Talk because it's a long time actually.
Sure.
There hasn't been a good AI power translator.
I see.
Market.
Right.
So that would be, it's really like, we have these 3 features, but that's it.
That's all you need.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we have this physical, but it's very cool.
Fantastic.
It is.
It is. It's yeah. I'll do some shots on this.
It's a really cool,
Yeah.
Unique device, and it would make it affordable. Would make it like easy to understand like the value of it. Record, and after most of this, it would be other products also like side device of the side device.
No, that's absolutely fantastic. I should put a link to this as well so that people can check it out. And
Ready in Q2 because we are starting first with Japan, but
Right.
after we'll really open the pre-orders. Maybe like pre-orders. We will see when we. But this is very first prototype,
cool.
and we are so happy to show it at CS.
And CS and then on this show. So here we go. Cool. Fantastic. Thanks for showing our product and thanks for jumping on the show.
Thank you. Hookstack, no.
See you later. Thanks.
Yes, from Hunan province.
Okay, like my wife.
And then my parents, they used to work for a Hong Kong company. And then later they opened their own company. And then actually Shenzhen plays humanist future for robotics. And that's what we do in Shenzhen. And so, yeah, and for this year, I gotta do the hackathon in this village. So I hope the players, they can find.
After wrapping up with Laurent, we went somewhere else. A humanoid-focused hackerspace here in Shenzhen. What's fascinating is that these spaces aren't think tanks or research labs in the traditional sense. They're messy, experimental, and incredibly fast. This is where humanoid robotics stop being a slide deck and starts becoming awkward but physical and real. We didn't do a full interview this time, but we're planning to come back. Because if you don't want to not only understand where embodied AI is headed, you don't start with policy papers. You start with builders who are literally trying to make machines walk, balance, and interact with the real world. So consider this a preview. More to come from Shenzhen, and more conversations with the people shaping what's next. Remember to subscribe to the channel. YouTube is where I talk it out. And remember to subscribe to The Automated, and that's where I think it through.